Hey, welcome to the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast with me, Iona Meade, at the Soul Legacy TV, Spiritual Business Success with Iona. So today is Contribution Freedom Monday, and I'm hoping that my video is all good. And if it's not, then I'll find out after the replay, because yesterday we had a couple of techie glitches. I know that you could hear me, but hopefully you can see me as well. So welcome. So today is Contribution Freedom Monday. And if you are new to me, we talk about you and I living in alignment with our purpose and building a business that is life purpose led, right? A spiritual business. So my audience is spiritual entrepreneurs, service-based business owners, and light workers. So if that is you, then great. If you know of any, please do share this YouTube podcast out, because we want to talk about all things life purpose. I know from over the years, many of us struggle with, knowing what our purpose is. And we know that we have this really big vision, but actually making that purpose tangible can be a struggle. So on the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast and this at the Soul Legacy TV, talking about spiritual business success, it is about having success and consistency in all areas of your life, being in line with your vision. So we will journal together, we will set soul intentions together, we will visualize together, we'll express gratitude together. And then I'm going to invite you to take my Bank 50K in 50 Days challenge, because when you're contributing in the world in a really deep way, then serving and then receiving the financial freedom is a way to say, yeah, I am actually in business. So let me know what it is that you do. Let me know where it is that you are in the world, because my business and my purpose as the founder of the Soul Legacy Academy.com is to serve you and to support you in aligning your movement, your message, and your money. And I'm here in the UK, so I work with and reach my soul tribe all over the world. So it's 2024. It's the 8th of January. It's my daughter's birthday today. She just turned 21. And I have a really big vision. And today I took the day off, obviously, because it's my daughter's birthday. And tomorrow it's really getting on it, like really getting it in alignment with what I want to do, how I want to do it, and how I want to serve every single day. I know this. Do you know this? Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know who you are if you're new to me. If you're not new to me, then welcome back. Contribution. How are you contributing in the world? Are you clear? Many of the people that I serve, my soul clients, my students, don't necessarily have the clarity. They have a really big vision. They feel called. Hey, love, welcome. Thank you for the comments. I can't see any as yet. Thank you for the love, rather. Many of the people that I work with, amazing, like super, 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 super talented, but don't necessarily have the clarity. And that's the first place that we start on the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast. The clarity with every single area of your life, not just business, having that life work balance. And I just had a conversation with a soul sister, actually, and the DMs, and just a friend. And she said, you know what, sometimes there was somebody that was speaking to her, a colleague of hers that was speaking to her and saying, because everything that happens, I just share, like as in content, don't name everyone. But I think it's really important. So she said that a colleague had said to her, oh, well, there's 3 pillars. Life is like a pyramid. I think he said working out, your job, and then relationships, I think. And he said, something's got to give. You can't have them all. And I'm like, nah, dude, I want to have all of the 7 freedoms frequency, all of those areas. They might not be like I'm really focusing hard on every single area, but I definitely do not want to leave an area of my life out. Like, which area would you choose? So the 7 freedoms frequency YouTube podcast, I talk about leading a life purpose led business. So you've got your life purpose, you've got your health on Tuesday. We talk about your emotions, we talk about your finance, your environment, we talk about your relationships, we talk about your spirituality, and we talk about your finances. Which one of those are you leaving out? For me, none. Like, I want to have it all. Like this life experience and living a life that's on purpose, it's about allocating your time. So the 7 freedoms frequency podcast is really about living intentionally and setting that vision to lead an intentional life and not leaving each area out, and actually dedicating that time. So I always say every single day, how would you launch your day, lead your day, and leave your day? And are you allocating the right amount of time for each area? And are you wasting time? Because everybody says, I don't have time, I can't do this, I can't. When we know that we're powerful manifestors and we know that we're here for a reason and a purpose, that's up to us to dedicate the right amount of time to each area. Say if it's health and eating healthily, batch cook. There's a way to leverage. There's a book that I listened to on Audible, Atomic Habits. If you haven't listened or bought that book or read that book on Atomic Habits by James Clear, read it, because yes, it can be a juggle, but I don't watch TV. People are like, you don't watch TV, especially guys. I'm on dating and stuff, and they're like, you don't watch TV? What do you do with your time? What do you do for downtime? I remember Bob Proctor saying this, like, I don't have downtime. Like, I use my time productively. Yes, we need time to relax. And my downtime tends to be in the bath and I'm reading. So I'm still learning and relaxing, or I might watch something on Netflix or whatever. But the idea anyway is to manifest the life work balance, but the life work balance that feels really good to you. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. And if I got some love, it's hopefully you can see me, right? It's not just love for a blank screen. Let me know. So what I want to say is, and we start the YouTube podcast off every single day of how do you feel? So how do you feel in terms of your contribution? Again, every single Monday, I'm going to ask you the same thing. Like, look back on the last week and how much have you actually contributed, right, to the people that you say, air quotes, that you are here to serve. Are you reaching out? Are you serving them? What does your business model look like? And so it's the 8th of January. I have not reached out to anyone in the beginning week of this year because everybody's like, I'm just getting settled in, blah, 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 blah. And now, and I would have done today, however, it's my daughter's birthday. So, oh, bless her. So I bought her 3 cards and she's saying, honestly, no stress, I'll get them when I see you. Ended up not writing all the cards. The pen wasn't working. And I'm like, I've got 3 cards for you, babe. So we had a lovely day. Again, contributing. Love you, Lord, she says. Bless her. Thank you, beautiful. Again, contributing. And thank you for a nice day. Bless her. You're welcome. Couldn't have spent it better. Yeah, do you know what? Like, I feel very emotional now. It's been a while since we went out. It was like a couple of hours. And I was just sitting there, just chilling. I was swiping, chatting to a friend, and now I'm on the live. Everything in my life, you know, when you think, oh, well, how do I market? How do I show up? How do I speak out? How do I serve deep? When your life is in alignment, when your life is on purpose, you can just share what it is that's going on for you. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's so many times when we think, oh gosh, you know, what can I make up to share? And I literally, as my life is happening, because I'm recording on my phone, as my life is happening in this moment, it's always, I say content, but it's always a point of conversation for me where I can bring it into my teaching, because my life purpose is the life that I'm living, and my life purpose is the business that I've created. And some people might think, well, you can't really switch off. But when you are doing your work in the world, it just is. So I have a cousin, she's my second cousin, Nicola Adams, and she's a boxer. Like, and when I hadn't seen Nicola since she was really little, so I saw her, and at my auntie's, my mom's sister's birthday a couple of years ago now, and we were chatting, and obviously she's, you know, world famous, amazing, and I was saying, you know, what is life look, and she said it just is. It's all love. It just is a merger. Do you know what I mean? And I thought, well, yeah, I kind of get that. And I don't know if it's that switch off here and switch off there. And as light workers and service-based business owners and spiritual entrepreneurs, we know that, you know, our clients are on our mind, you know, when you're off work, and people have those jobs where they can switch off 9 to 5 and clock out. We kind of don't, because we are our business, and how we feel, what we do throughout our life makes us feel like, many people come to me, they say they feel unworthy, or they feel like a fraud, they feel like an imposter. So if this is your life purpose and you're creating a business and you feel like a fraud, you feel unworthy, and you feel like an imposter, you wouldn't necessarily feel like that if you went out and got a job, right? You knew the job description and you went out and got the job. You'd be a badass at that job. So it's not just, oh, well, it's a job for us. It's our life, and we know that. Welcome. We know that. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you're new to me, welcome. And so leading a life purpose led business is more than just doing that work. It is who we are and how we show up. I say how we speak out and how we serve deep from a place of authenticity and a place of our values, right? So that is why I just share, like, I've been out for my daughter's birthday. We've had a lovely day, and we were choosing pajamas. She said she wanted pajamas and blah blah blah. So I was like, okay, let's go and do that. And we were shopping, like she always chooses for me, but I don't really love to choose for her because I want to make sure that she's super happy. So I'm like, you choose it, I'll help you. And then we went to the till, and we overheard someone making a joke, so we laughed. Turns out that my cousin, who's Nicola's auntie, was in the shop, and I was like, oh my gosh. And she literally ran down the aisle, from behind the till, right down, and then came and gave me a hug. I hadn't seen her for years. Our children used to go to school together, and I said, it's my Mia's birthday, and she went, oh my gosh, is this your daughter? I see her all the time. But my daughter said she always was served from this lady, but she talked to her, and she's like, she didn't know that she was a cousin. So my cousin's contributing in the world, doing her thing. My other cousin contributing, doing her thing. We all have a different way to contribute. And I believe as light workers, service-based business owners and spiritual entrepreneurs, we serve from where we are. So when my cousin's doing the job in the shop, you just get on and do that job. But how come we feel like an imposter? We feel unworthy. Do you know what I mean? There's a mismatch there. And so when we serve, I believe when we do more of the work that we feel called to do in the world, we feel less like an imposter. I don't feel like an imposter because I've done enough serving, and I've done enough just done enough serving. I've spoken to the people that I'm here to serve. They've got results, and I'm confident, and I'm just staying in my own lane. So how do you feel about your contribution, not only for your light work and in your life purpose life business, but also in your lifestyle? Because I think that when we are contributing in the world the way that we want to, we feel like a role model rather than an imposter. If that makes sense. I feel at an 11, I am doing the work that I really want to do. I love doing it, and I'm ready to do more of it. I've been behind the scenes, and I'm not working really super hard. I haven't over the holidays, but I've done enough that I'm in alignment with it. And now, 9th of January, it's time to really get on it harder, get up earlier, go to bed later, that kind of thing. And it feels really good. It feels super, super, super aligned. It feels really good. So how do you feel? Between a 1 and 11, let's rate that vibrational frequency. With the 7 Freedoms Frequency podcast, the idea, let me know what your rating is in the comments. If you watch on the replay, let me know in the comments. 1 is soul funk and 11 is soul flow. When you acknowledge how you feel, you can actually say, oh, where's that coming from? Like, what's that feeling that I've got? When I say to you, go out there and serve your purpose, like really show up, speak out and serve deep. What feeling comes up in your business? Like, are you excited about it? Like, do you know what the next step is? Do you have clarity on that? And I can support you in having clarity. I talk about it in my book, which I share every single day now because I've got it in paperback. Yay! And I've had readers actually say how much they are enjoying the book, which I love. It's called Spiritual YouTubers from Scratch, a Soul Guided Influencer's Compass to Leverage Your Lightwork and Lifestyle on YouTube. My next thing is, even this week, is to create a video that goes with the book, like more videos on the book. So that's this week. I and I'm excited about it. This journaling process is the Leveraging Your Lightwork and Lifestyle on YouTube, but the actual videos that go with the book, I've got book launch videos at the Soul Legacy TV, so I can really dive into those topics even more. That's part of me contributing and getting featured and then interviewing others, and I'm just really ready to really show up and get out there in a really big way, because I think it's time. So how do you feel? What's your vision for your business? I have a spiritual business vision board challenge, and you'll see the link in the show notes and in the cards. Thank you for all of those who've come, all of those of you who've come into the group. I think I've got a couple of people to let into the group for the spiritual business vision board challenge and Bank 50K 50 days challenge. We have a vision board party on the second week of December annually. Now it's January, but every single December, that is what's going to go down. You do have the replays on my YouTube channel for December, and then you can actually click the notification button to go get notified when I go live and do it again. You can go into the group and post your vision board. And do you know what? So the contribution relates to the people that you're here to serve, and I want to serve so many people. Just know that everybody that you serve and everybody that you talk to will not take action. So if you are part of my soul tribe and you're not new to me, and you have said that you want to contribute in the world in a much bigger way, and you're not taking action, that is out of alignment with the vision that you've set. So get clear on your vision board, have a look at your vision board, and start taking that soul guided action. And if you need some support, come and get it. Because when somebody is very determined and they are just on it, they will get results. So I've had a student, a soul sister of mine, post and do a testimonial based on reading the book, coming in, having a session, and just getting clarity on doing a soul work. And it's not just from me, it's getting confirmations from the universe that she's on the right track. And she's now looking at the world through the lens of her soul. And she was saying in the video testimonial, she was going through a dark night of the soul. That's why I'm here, to support you in your spiritual awakening, to get clarity and to feel lighter and to have that light at the end of the tunnel. I know it can be scary sometimes. And that's why the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast is here, to help you get in alignment with your vision, help you see how you feel, where you're vibrating. So however you're feeling, we talk about this on contribution on Emotional Freedom Wednesday. However you're feeling around your contribution is what you're going to attract more of. And I want more than what you've got right now in your life. And many people that come to me say, my vision was this big and now it's like this big, right? But it's not down to me. It's down to your life purpose and leading that life purpose business and finding your purpose and being in alignment with your purpose. And I'm just really happy that I'm in alignment with mine, and I can just share like what is going on, what's gone on in a day. It's not like my life is so extravagant and so blah blah blah. It's not any of it. It's normal. Like, I'm not a guru. I don't aspire to be a guru. I just know that I'm here to hold space and give a framework for fellow light workers and service-based business owners to just normalize like having conversations as real people, rather than putting themselves up on this pedestal that they don't feel aligned with. Like, they feel like an imposter, they feel like a fraud because they're trying to be somebody that they're not. And that, I don't think that's what light work is about. I don't think that's what our life purpose is, in my humble opinion. I just don't. So let's talk about launching, leading, and leaving your day in terms of your contribution. How are you launching your day in alignment with your contribution? Morning routine. How are you leading your day in alignment with your contribution? Daytime routine. How are you leaving your day in alignment with your contribution and your life purpose? End of your day, your nighttime routine. Where is it? What does your day look like? Are you working for someone else? Are you doing, my daughter sending me images, pictures. This is why my phone clicks off. So hopefully you can still see me. Yeah, what does that look like? What is the vision on your vision board? And what does that look like for you? Yeah, I'm still getting messages. Bless her. She's amazing. And again, what legacy are you leaving? So I say launching your day, leading your day, and leaving your day. I apologize if it's blipping in and out. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Let me know where you are watching from in the world. And it's my daughter's birthday. She's messaging me, sharing that she's got balloons and she's amazing. This is why I do what I do, because I want to leave my legacy and I want my daughter to be really proud of me. You know, when you really want to do your work in the world and you're like held back, I'm like, I can't be held back. I just picture the people that are relying on me to figure my shit out and get my shit together and be in service. Like when you speak of something and you tell everybody, no, I'm in business, I'm doing this, and then you don't do it, you feel out of integrity, you feel like an imposter, you feel like a fraud. And I'm here to support you to just be the beautiful soul that you are, to birth your light in the world just the way that you are, just the way that you are, just with the light that you have inside of you. And even if you've gone through a dark night in the soul, there's so much light inside of you. And I know you know. Just being you, just being the beautiful version of you. Yeah, just being you. All right. I didn't even put my headphones in. Oh my gosh. All right. So let's go to what are the 1 to 3 actions that you could take to bring yourself in more in alignment with serving your purpose. For me, it will be reaching out. I'll be reaching out to you. I'll be reaching out to everyone that I know and offering my services in a way that is in alignment with their vision, and inviting people to do the vision board challenge and get clarity. Because if you're not really clear on your vision, I can't really help you, to be fair. So if you're not into like, oh, well, I want some clarity and I want to do big ass amazing things, then I'm not the person for you for 2024. If you are hiding behind closed doors, if you know of anyone who's hiding behind closed doors, who's super gifted, and you know that they've got light to birth and transformation to add in the world, then tag them or share this out, right? Invite them into Iona Meade's world. All right. So what are the 1 to 3 things that you can do to be more in alignment with serving, to being in service? Every day ask, how can I be in service? How can I be in service more? And if you want a framework and a model, I've got you. All right. All right, I'm going to do the Bank 50K in 50 Days challenge. So for readers, the Bank 50K in 50 Days challenge starts with a 1-page spiritual biz YouTubers plan. And again, for those of you who are not on YouTube, you haven't got your podcast, you haven't got your course, you haven't got your retreat, you haven't got everything, and you're like, I'm not sure how to pull everything together. This book is going to help you put everything together. And if you are a reader of the book, you can get it on Amazon, on Kindle. You can get it on, I'm going to do the Audible as well. You can get it on Kindle. You can get it on Amazon Kindle Unlimited and the paperback. I'd love your support on the paperback and pictures, and tag me. There's a $55 coupon code in there for a 5-day course. It's a self-study course. But when you come to my masterclass, I will gift you the upgraded coupon code, which is valued at $111, for you to get Q&A from the book, any questions, and Q&A from that 5-day course as well. That is how I want to contribute in the world. That's my life purpose, not letting anybody be outpriced who needed my services. I just don't do it. I won't do it. It's not in alignment with my values. So inside there is my masterclass to Bank 50K in 50 Days. And that's about me contributing, in a way that this video supports me in sharing with you and giving you an invitation into my world, and sharing with you that I will be live on the last Monday of the month at 3 p.m. UK time on my masterclass. So whenever you're watching this, just think, oh, last Monday of the month, Iona's going to be. Do you know what I mean? Like, my life purpose-led business is, I'm leading the lifestyle that I want to have. I'm visioning more of the lifestyle that I have. I want to experience those memories that I want to make, but not letting my business drag me along. And don't get me wrong, I've worked like hours, 20 hours a day or something sometimes, back in the day when I was figuring this stuff out, and I did it so I could shortcut your learning curve. And I love it. I absolutely love it. And when people are like trying to figure out what I'm doing, they're like, what is going on? And then I share, because I share it all. I'm like, well, this hooks up to this hooks up to this is that, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, I love it. Like, oh, it's a beautiful model. And it really is a beautiful model. I love it. And I'm ready to scale it to really get it out there even more. So I'd love your support in that. And come to the masterclass, see what I've got. You can watch the masterclass in several places on replay. I just had a student say that she watched the masterclass. I was like, did you actually? She's like, yeah, it's a 5.5 hour masterclass. It's supposed to be 4 hours. But by the time I've done Q&A, it ends up being like 5.5 hours of free training, how to speak to, serve, and sign up your high-paying sell clients online. I believe it's gold. I've said to people, shall I cut this? Like, it's long. It used to be a 90-minute webinar, and now it's a masterclass. It's mastery. When you don't have clarity, and you don't have confidence, and you don't have the systems and strategies in place, and somebody's offering you that, like, take it. Take it. And it isn't about going out there leading a life purpose-led business and list building. It's not. It's about serving, for me anyway. All right. So the Bank 50K in 50 Days challenge, you'll know that you can do it with me in the visible world. First of all, we do it in the vibrational world. And this is my journal. It's called the Soul Legacy Journal. I'm the founder of the Soul Legacy Academy. This is Soul Legacy TV. So you get that I'm all about the soul. Contributing in the world, my life purpose-led business. When I realized, because I have the Soul Legacy Academy now, but I had the Soul Speakers Academy before that. And everything that I said just had soul in it. And I was like, I love it. If it's not soul-led, like, I'm just not doing it. So Soul Legacy Journal. It's called 365 Days of Your Spiritual Awakening Story. And I get so many confirmations. Again, the testimonial that I got yesterday, which was Sunday as well, being posted in the group. Thank you. My student client, Soul Sister, said she was going through that dark night. And this is what I mean. It's not just business. You don't awaken to your life purpose without going through a spiritual awakening. I don't believe. That's just my personal belief. It might not be your belief. But how do we know that we're souls having a human experience if we don't go through awakening? Because that's not what they're teaching us, right? So it's 365 days of your spiritual awakening, just journaling about it. It's a blank notebook. Whatever notebook you want. People say to me, I've taken loads of notes. I've got pages of notes. I'm like, here you go. Use this. And so I call it a co-created soul path to spiritual alchemy for light workers. So what I suggest is the answers or any aha moments or anything that comes up as we do this journaling in this Bank 50 Days challenge. It's 50 days of serving, 50 days of being in service. I call it the soul income gain. And I say that this journal gives you £1,000, dollars, or euros every single day. In the Spiritual Business Vision Board group, you post your vision boards, and then we have the vibrational money voucher in there. I believe it's probably in a featured post. And you can post under that featured post what you've spent your vibrational money voucher on every single day. It's £1,000, dollars, or euros, or wherever you are in the world. And then you can spend it. But if you don't spend it on that particular day, you can carry it over to the next day if you want to spend it on a bigger chunk of money on something, and then you can carry it over until the Sunday, and then you have to spend your vibrational money. And I have a confession. Oh gosh. I did not spend my vibrational money yesterday. Didn't. You snooze, you lose. I lost it. As your coach, as your mentor, I have to call myself out. I didn't spend it. I'm like, no. Didn't spend my own vibrational money. So I missed the opportunity to be in alignment. Do you know what? Because I'd not done all the YouTube podcast over the Christmas period, when I was catching up, I'd already done it this week. So I kind of was like, I spent it on my wedding in the Maldives. So I was like, it's going to be on holidays. It's going to be on something. And I didn't do it. It's bad. It's so bad. But I will do it again on Sunday. It's not a big deal. But it's how you feel, right? It's how you feel. I always confess. It's how you feel and being in alignment. And I always talk about walking your own talk. And I'm really big on that. Like, and I do it 99% of the time, or maybe 95% of the time. Definitely over 90% of the time, right? I do it a lot. You know, I do walk my own talk, and when I don't, I'm still walking my talk by saying, look, I dropped off. And it wasn't a crazy drop off, really. I chilled yesterday. I had a really relaxing day. I don't want to say lazy. I had a really, because laziness irks me. So I had a really relaxing day, and yeah, and I'd forgotten. It's bad. But anyway, spend your vibrational money voucher. What would you spend it on? If you were going to spend it today, what would you spend it on? Who would you spend it on? What experiences would you have? If you've done your vision board challenge, then you've got experiences on that vision board to have, and to you know, 50k. What would 50k really mean to you? To have 50k in 50 days or in that whole entire year doing your light work, what would that mean for you? Excuse me. Spend your vibrational money so you can feel what it feels like for you. So obviously you'd have more than that because your taxes are all done. You want to come from that space. Your savings are all taken care of. And all of your utilities and stuff are taken care of. So when you're spending your vibrational money, think of, visualize, go and spend it. Like literally go and spend it on all of the things. I love it. It's such a beautiful thing. And it's exciting, and it just takes the focus off lack, and it gives you another reason to go out there and serve, and to, if you're not going to go get a job or you're going to do it on the side or whatever, it just gives you another reason to serve. Very beautiful. Just gives you another reason to serve. I think that is it. Oh, the card for today I haven't done, and we haven't done gratitude either, so I will do that. Card for today from Keepers of the Light from Cal Gray. So let's see. I did pull it beforehand, and then I will read it. So it's Saint Germain, and it says karma releasing. So I believe that this card is for me, and it's also for you. So let me know if it resonates with you. Move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. Who doesn't want that in 2024? I think that's quite fitting. All right, so I will read inside the message for Calgary. So it says Saint Germain was born in France in the 18th century and is said to have been given a new identity because he was the love child of two very powerful people. He was very well educated and able to rub shoulders with royalty. He was also deeply interested in magic, alchemy, and the cosmos, and able to perform real life miracles and turn lead into gold. That's that alchemy, right? That's my niece in her fridge. So, now he helps us move beyond social limitations to connect with the right people for the highest good. He's still a master alchemist. So we talk about spiritual awakening, spiritual ascension, and alchemy. He's still a master alchemist and able to help us turn whatever is leadened in our life into something that is golden. His twin flame is Lady Portia, and he's the keeper of the violet flame, the powerful, euphoric retreat where we release karma. Extended message. Karma is a spiritual law of cause and effect. We experience many levels of karma. Some we inherit from our family, and some from the people we keep helping out of problems and keep trying to create. Saint Germain is here now to clear your energy so that you no longer have the weight of the world on your shoulders, or your loved ones' weight of the world on your shoulders. Be aware of the old pattern is leaving your life and creating space for something more loving to enter. Visualize yourself surrounded by a fiery violet flame cloak to release all karma that you no longer need. Let me know if that resonates with you. I like it. All right, let's do gratitude, and then we are done for the day, I think. So the way that we express karma, the way that we express gratitude every single day on the 7 Freedoms Frequency podcast for spiritual business success is to bring in the energy of all areas of our life so we live more intentionally. Welcome. Let me know where you're watching from. Just about to do gratitude and wrap up today's episode if you are new to me. And if you're not, let me know where you're watching from. So we bring in the 7 areas. Hey, Sydney. Hey, love. How you doing? I think you always come in at the gratitude. I just pulled the card, which was Saint Germain, which I love. Did you pull a card for today? I think it takes a while for the socials to push out that I'm live. But it's Saint Germain. Karma is releasing. I wonder if you resonate with it. Move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy, because that's what we want, isn't it? All right, so let's do gratitude. Let me know how you're feeling, love. Contribution Freedom Monday. Are you in soul funk or in soul flow? You good? You love Saint Germain? Yeah. I don't know where my headphones are. I would put them in, so hopefully you can hear me. Cool. So the way that we express gratitude, bringing in the 7 freedoms, is saying I'm happy and I'm grateful and I appreciate. And if you journal out gratitude, then fantastic. The way that I do it, I call it soul speaking into existence. And so we say that I'm happy, I'm grateful, and I appreciate, whether it's something from the past, something from the present, or something from the predicted future. So if you can think of something that you're grateful for, you can write it down in your journal if you want to. You can speak it with me. I'll just say that I'm happy and grateful for each area of my life. So today's Contribution Freedom Monday, we talk about health on Tuesday, emotions on Wednesday, environment on Thursday, relationships on Friday, spirituality on Saturday, and finances on Sunday. So we're going to bring all of that energy into today. Sydney says, I'm 9 to 10 today. Love that, Sydney. So when you rate your vibration and you say that you're feeling 9 to 10, for mine, it's 11. So in terms of every single day, we're rating our vibration in terms of our contribution. So how do you feel in terms of contributing in the world? Are you in alignment? Are you taking soul-guided action? How do you feel in terms of your contribution? So when we have that vision to really make a difference in the world, where are you in terms of that? So tomorrow we'll rate our vibrational frequency in terms of our health. And then on Wednesday, we'll rate our vibrational frequency in terms of our emotions. And it will go like that so that we can check in and see where we're dipping. So at the end of the week on Sunday, which I didn't actually do yesterday, we'll see, okay, we'll add up our scores for the week between a 1 and 11 and see what the frequency is, right? And see how high vibe we are. So thank you, Sydney, for sharing that. And so again, when we do our rating, what we want to do is see how we feel, why we feel that way, and how we can get it to an 11 so we're connected with source, higher self, soul guidance, what's stopping us, blocking us, and what we can release or let go of, or what we can bring in and to raise it. So between now and next Monday, we want to raise our vibration around our contribution, and I'll maintain it at least and try for it not to dip. But if it dips, it's just contrast, it's fine. And if it's higher than what it was last week, then notice what made it go up, if that makes sense. So let's do gratitude. So I'm happy and I'm grateful and appreciate contribution. Contribution to my daughter's birthday. So we want to find things that we're contributing, yes, in the world, like in our light work, but also in our lifestyle, right? It's not all about business. It's not all about just serving. It's about us being in that, having that, manifesting that life work balance. So health-wise, I'm happy and grateful and appreciate. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate for my health. I feel really good. I just feel really good. I can't think of a specific health point where I'm like, yeah. What can I say? I feel really vibrant. My goal and my intention is to feel really vibrant. And when I look in the mirror and I feel really aligned and really at peace, I notice that my clothes are fitting me differently. I'm doing the insanity. I'm going to be doing that in just a little while when I go offline. So it's day 8 or 9, day 9 today, I think. Yeah, it's the second week anyway. So I'm noticing that. So I'm committed to that. And I had Chinese when I went out on my Indian when I went out on my date. I had Chinese today. So I'm eating in that balance and just really enjoying and not denying myself. I didn't actually overindulge today. I just didn't feel the need to, which was really nice as well. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate emotions. Just being with my daughter today and just seeing her happy, and she's just messaged me and said that she couldn't spend the day any better. And I just think, oh, you know what I mean? I'd love to be in Dubai with her, but you know, I'm happy and grateful for that. It makes me very emotional. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate environmental freedom that we went out to the movies today, that we got to spend time having dinner or lunch, and then we walked around the shops, and then I actually introduced her to our cousin that she didn't know. So I'm happy and grateful for that. I'm happy and grateful for relationships and relationship that I have with my cousin. She literally ran down the shop right behind the tills and ran and give me such a big hug. It was just so lovely. And she's my auntie's daughter, and I absolutely adore my auntie. So I'm really happy and grateful for that relationship. Happy and grateful for family. Do you know what I mean? Happy and grateful and appreciate spiritual connection, that I'm guided and I'm led. I had a dream last night, and I had dreamt that I was with my daughter and I was spending time, and I had somebody, like a guy with his arms around me. Ooh, I thought it was like a date, and now I've just got into like that, like a tall person. My brother was really tall because I'm not really into a tall black guy. Anyway, it felt like a relationship, so I'll just stick with that. But it felt like that, and because I stung his behind, like, and was really playful. But he was right behind me. I was talking to my daughter and what have you, and I woke up and I'm dating for marriage, and I was like, that concerns me that representation in that dream was not with the person that I went out on the date with. And I voiced that, and I was like, yeah, I don't think this is it. I'm following that soul guidance. This doesn't feel like it's the one. That's what I'm dating for, the one. And my soul sister, I was saying this to Robin, and she's like, yeah, go with your gut. And I'm like, yeah, it looks like, but there's little things. And I kind of got catfished a little bit, not completely, but a bit. And I'm like, if there's that, then what else? So I'm just able to, not even on paper, but just when we spoke for hours, and it felt amazing. And I'm just like, there's something, my guidance, my intuition saying that's not fully, completely all it. And if it is, then it will come back. So I love the way that, you know, some people might think, oh, that's crazy, don't be ridiculous, like just go for it. Like, but I'm not desperate. I want to find my person. Do you know what I mean? I've just, you know, when you just get this thing, then this thing, then this thing, and it like kind of doesn't really fully. I'm close though. I'm close. So I'm happy and grateful for my guidance to help me with the feeling of you know, my person is on his way to me. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate the finances, just it all flowing to me, and just being able to support and treat my daughter was amazing. Really, really amazing. And the gifts and stuff, just really amazing. I'm happy and grateful for that. I think that is it, Sydney. I think it is. Let me know who else is on with me. And if you're new to me, we are doing contribution freedom, actually fulfilling your life purpose, and getting paid in the process was my that just rolled off my tongue. It was my first ever interview series, my #1 divine intervention virtual event. How do you fulfill your life purpose and get paid in the process? Do you know? Hopefully you do. And if you don't, come to the masterclass. I would love to share. Again, thank you for everybody who is registered. And thank you for everybody who's bought the book. Really, really, really appreciate it. And, you know, keep the video testimonials coming in. I love seeing them. It just lights me up, and it helps me to support others when I get that video testimonial, you know, because I can say, oh, okay, well, this person's come in for this, then if it serves you, then great. So I'm really looking forward to sharing that as well. That is it. Sydney, I think that is it. That's a wrap. 45 minutes. Yay. Really appreciate you jumping on with me. Really appreciate everything that you're doing in the world. Keep going. You know, we're at the new year, and it's time. If you've been holding back, holding yourself back, and then you look back at 2023 and you think, do you know what did I do? What did I do in terms of a contribution? Excuse me. How many people did I serve? Right? And what way did I serve them? And how can I serve them in a much bigger way? And what do I need to do every single day to launch, lead, and leave my soul legacy in ease, grace, and flow? Excuse me. Sydney says, I'm happy and grateful for the upcoming festival. I love it. You're always out and about doing something. I love it. That lifestyle and that light work is massive. So in terms of your contribution, set that vision, set yourself some goals for like markers for like, this needs to be done by the end of January, this needs to be done by the end of February, whether you make it or not, but just really, you know, going for it. That is exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to get my my diary out, and I'm going to go and map out some stuff, plan out some stuff, and have a look at what I actually want to manifest and create for my year, which I think will be epic. So this time next year, we've all got like those 365 days. We've all got the 24 hours in a day. What are we going to do with them? Sydney says, I was just invited to be a, say that again, are we reader? Can you tell me what that is? To be a what reader? Is it actually not like typing out properly, or do I not know what that is? It's just that's amazing. Anyway, are you going to be like pulling cards and stuff? Where that level of contribution? That's amazing. That's amazing. I'll hang on and wait for the answer, because I don't know what that is. I appreciate it though. Yeah, and it's nice. I had, oh gosh, that reminds me, I've got a card reader at the festival. Have you? Oh wow, that's awesome. I love that. That's on point. In that, what you get asked to do and what people see you as gives you an indication for your contribution. I love that. That's a really nice contribution. I've got 2 summits that I've got to get back to that I haven't as yet. And I said, oh, that is what I'm going to be doing. So I bought a brand new fat notebook. That is what I'm going to be writing down. Today is my mapping out day. Yay. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. The contribution freedom on the Monday. I do that. Obviously, going out with my daughter for her birthday, like that, skip the whole of the work day, which is like lovely. I will do my insanity, and I will then sit and I will map out some next action. So again, what 1 to 3 things can you do to move you closer to mapping those things out and actually getting those things done in a time frame that feels good for you, right? So that is what I will be doing as well. So between now and next Monday, it's like, okay, what will move the needle in service? All right. So here is to showing up, speaking out, and serving deep. Please do share your gifts and shine your light, because you are born to serve. Be blessed in your soul purpose. Big love. Definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please share this out to somebody who needs it. I will see you in the vision board group. Post your vision boards. Come to the masterclass, and I will see you tomorrow for Health Freedom Tuesday. Big love. Thank you, Sydney, for spending this time with me. Take care.